Hello and welcome to this week's Profit Maximizer Moment. I'm your coach and host, Wayne Bilal, and today we're going to talk about pricing for profits. Um, yeah, that's something that when I talk to people, business owners, they just don't really understand how important it is to price correctly for profits. So let's get right into it. To improve your profitability, you must either make a larger gross margin. Sorry, let me move that out of the way so I can see myself. Having one of those days. Anyways, you have to make a larger gross margin on each dollar of sales or sell more without increasing your fixed cost. Okay, what's gross margin? It's basically your sales versus your cost of goods sold. I buy something for $1, sell it for $2. My gross margin is $2 minus one or $1. Now, if I'm selling a service, I'm going to add my gross margin is probably best calculated by taking my sales minus my payroll and all related costs. Okay. It goes without saying that the greatest improvement will be realized when you achieve both simultaneously. Remember, your gross margin, and I went into that, is the difference between the price of your product and what it costs you to buy it or make it. All right. Therefore, the best way to increase gross margin is to sell at a higher price or buy at a lower price. It's really that simple. All right. In most instances, but not all, you have a limited scope to buy at a lower price. For this reason, your selling price is the most critical variable. All right. Without doubt, the biggest single barrier preventing small business managers from making an acceptable profit is their refusal to charge a price which will enable them to achieve this. You are not in the business of matching the price of your competitors, but you are there to service your customer. In fact, study after study show that the factors people regard as important influencing their decisions to deal with a particular business indicate that product and price are relevant in only 15% of the cases. So only 15% of your customers, let's make that 30%, who cares, care about price. All right. It is the lazy manager's competitive strategy to try to hold or win market share on the basis of price discounting. It is relevant and applicable only in the one situation when you have both a definitive cost advantage, either variable or fixed, over your competitors, and your product or service is one where customers are very price sensitive. An example is Amazon. They just have a huge advantage over everybody, them and Walmart. So, for example, if your gross margin is 30% and you can reduce your price by 10%, you need sales volumes to increase by 50% to maintain your profit. Rarely has such a strategy worked in the past, and it's unlikely that it will work in the future. The service or product that you sell is the unique way that you add value to the clients that you support, are also sustainable ways to differentiate your business and support an ongoing pricing for profit strategy. All right. So what we're looking at, don't be, don't get into this ever-ending race to the bottom, where basically what you're doing is, I'm going to lower my price. Your competitor lowers your price, so you lower your price. That's a fast way to go out of business. See it in every industry, construction. Some new company will come in, they'll underbid everybody. Yeah, I've had more than one long-time construction person, business owner tell me, yeah, they'll get three jobs and then be out of business. Why? Because they underbid it so much they can't do a good job. And every city seems to be smaller than you think. And people talk to the GCs, the general contractors, talk to each other and say, yeah, that guy will come in low, but he can't get the job done, or his work is inferior, or he doesn't hit deadlines. All right. So you have to have a big enough profit margin to to be able to A, make a profit, B, do the job, hire the right people to do the job. Now, how do you keep a quality product? Well, you don't sell on cost. You sell on your other advantages and benefits. All right. Um, we sell, I mean, I tell people right up front, we're not the most expensive, but we're definitely not the cheapest. We're probably at the 75% percentile, somewhere in there, above average. Okay. And but what do we do different? Well, we do three things and we do them well. We do a tax return that's not on a timely basis with you involved in a way that doesn't attract attention. We do tax planning, which helps you save taxes dramatically. Um, Much more. Usually, you save more in my total fees just on that one step, tax planning. And third and final, we basically do business coaching to help you make more money. And that's it. That's the three things we do. But that separates us from buying TurboTax and getting online, or going to H&R Block around the corner that just sells on price, though they're not the cheapest anymore either. So how do you do that in your industry? Well, you need to sit down and think about that. And that's one of the key items that you can spend time on, is figuring out how to do that. How do I communicate that even though my price isn't the lowest, I'm the best deal for you? All right. Maybe it's convenience. Um, DoorDash, or Uber Eats, and there's another one I'm leaving out that my brain can't remember at the moment. They're not cheap, but there's the convenience of not having to get in your car, get in the house, get out of the house, get in the car, drive to the store, park the car, get out, find a shopping cart if you can find one, wander around the store trying to figure out what you want, come back home. You're tired by that time, you're not even going to cook. So, that's one of those where there's convenience and it's worth paying for. Okay. Um, that's an example of convenience being more important than price. All right. Hey, until next time, this is Wayne Blau saying, let's make this our most profitable year ever. Really take a good look at pricing, because prices are much more elastic than most business owners think. I learned that the hard way. I thought, for the longest time, I thought if I raised prices, I would lose clients. It just doesn't happen. As long as you're doing a good job and you're providing a quality product or service, you need to charge what's fair, so that you can so that you can make a profit to hire better people, and reward yourself for your risk and your investment, and hire better people that can help provide the service that you want to do. All right. Hey, until next time, this is Wayne Blau saying, let's make this our most profitable year ever. God bless, and see you at church. Take care. Bye.